I feel like he's just been super encouraging, helpful. He knows when we have questions or like when it comes to results. And obviously, it's not a one size fits all. And so it was just that him and his staff have been really good. And pretty quickly between him and just working with the dietitian, like I started seeing results pretty quick. My name is Brandi Thornburg, and I'm from Nebraska, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Before I started working with Dr. Ian, I was having just a lot of health issues, so it's been over probably the last 2-3 years that things really started to decline. I had done some work previously before Dr. Ian, and then when I came to him, I just had a lot of different concerns and issues, and so starting out with him was just really reassuring with just some of the stuff in the beginning of what he said, how things were going to go. And it just kind of made it like more of an easy process and comfortable for us to know that it was the right fit. I have done a lot of research on my own and just looked at natural options previous. I had worked with a couple other practitioners, but at this point, I wasn't seeing results with the things that I was previously doing. I had come across Dr. Ian, and so was stuff that looked more of like things that I was dealing with because we weren't finding answers up until that point. I had seen a couple of videos online that he had done. I was a little hesitant because we've done a lot of stuff already. And so I was like, I don't know. And then my husband came across the same video. And so it just felt very fitting. And then when we met with him, it just seemed like things were different the way he approached it. I feel like I've kind of been strung along in the past. So it was kind of a good, just fitting piece, I guess, for me. I had done a ton of different supplements. We did a lot of IV stuff. We did ozone. I had done a lot of stuff for over like a year and a half with each of them, and I was seeing no results. And so that's where when I came to him, I was a little bit hesitant just because we'd been at that process. And so that's where it was kind of reassuring when he's like, well, we'll look at some of the beginning steps and then we can kind of go from there to see. Like the other thing was, he just was like, you should be seeing results right away and soon. If you're not, then we need to change protocol and kind of switch to find what's working for your body. So for me, that was a good another step and sign too. Before I started working with him, I was just kind of at a point where like I've dealt with a lot of fatigue for a long time. I was having issues with a lot of numbness, tingling, an issue with my eye where I get like a glare and a spot. So I was kind of just limited on having energy, the things that I was able to do with my family. So I felt like most days I was just stuck at home doing kind of not much, and just like I was having to have my daughters help a lot when it come to like cooking, cleaning, vacuuming, just because if I did much, then it kind of wore me out quickly. But since we've started the process, like a lot of that has come back to where I'm able to do a lot more of those things. I would recommend him because he has the experience, he has the tools that are needed to look for the answers, and he's willing to do that research and just figure out a plan for each individual to where you are going to see results. And if you're not seeing them right away, then he's going to do whatever you have to make that work and figure out what it is that you need to do to move forward.